Okay, we'll talk about Afghanistan because the big news that's coming in, their fiery opener, Mohammad Shehzad's been ruled out. I mean, an Afghanistan batting lineup, which was already looking a bit brittle, now have lost one of their key players.
Indeed, this is a huge blow for Afghanistan, and a huge blow because this is their most prolific batsman in one-day cricket. He also has the highest individual score in one-day cricket, 131 not out against Zimbabwe. I think it was in 2016. So, huge void in this team. They've not been batting well. He didn't really get many runs in the two matches that he played, Mohammad Shehzad. But I also want to add that he has been very efficient behind the stumps for this Afghan team. So in two departments of the game, he will be missed. And he's such a colorful character that I'm sure in the dressing room, behind the scenes, he keeps it very relaxed, which is something that you look forward to if you're a player in any team, you know, with those colorful characters, making sure that the mindset is very relaxed and enjoyable.
He does have that X factor, as Darren is saying, not just his bat, it's just his character as well. He's quite a jolly fellow there on the pitch. That will be missed. So what does that do to the Afghanistan playing 11? Let's take a look at what is the likely playing 11 we will be going with at Taunton. And we asked Darren to pick the 11. And one, of course, is the forced change. You've got Ikram, who has been now named as replacement as wicketkeeper.
I think their bowling, when you look at this Afghan team, you think their bowling takes care of itself. It's their batting that has struggled a bit. They're relying on the captain, on Zadran to score some runs as well. So I think with this new wicketkeeper, he also bats. So that will give a little depth to the batting. I've gone for Nurali Zadran at the top. He's a conventional opener. I think he can fill that void. He's got international experience and he's played before in this Afghan team. So I think that's a suitable replacement in the circumstances for Mohammad Shehzad.
The one problem area for them, as we've been talking, is the batting. We've seen some sort of starts from them, but that partnership that we really need isn't happening for Afghanistan. And you can see that the batting partnerships in Cricket World Cup in 2019, and the partnership range is, 1 to 10 is there with 12, 11 to 40 5 times, and 40 plus, which is something you need, is just 3 times. Only one, Najibul Zadran, seems like the only man who's prepared to stay on the pitch, no one else giving him
Gulbuddin Nayyab as well has forged good partnerships in the lower order, but it's really been that lower order pulling them out of trouble and bringing some respectability to Afghanistan's batting. If the top order clicks, then you think they'll be able to play a better game and be more competitive. When they played against Australia, I felt they batted well to get over 200. In that game against Sri Lanka, when they chased, it could have gone either way. They were on track, and then I think some really soft dismissals cost Afghanistan. They've not been accustomed to winning against some of the higher ranked teams in ODI cricket, so it will always be a challenge for this Afghan team. And if they are to win against New Zealand, which is a little bit far-fetched, you would think, given the form that we've seen from New Zealand, it will require something special in all departments of the game.
All right, let's also welcome Kyle Mills on our show. We'll take a look at the New Zealand playing 11. We asked him as well to pick his likely playing 11 for this encounter. And I see, Kyle, you've made one change. Ish Sodhi coming in there for Jimmy Neesham. I hope it's not got anything to do with the shot that he played last time around, Neesham.
No, I don't think it will. I just feel like in the bowling department, we're just lacking that wicket taker through the middle. Perhaps carrying a few too many bowlers. I think Sodhi, he does go through a few runs, but he does pick up wickets all the time. And I just think through the middle, he'll play his part. And look, this is an opportunity against Afghanistan where you possibly can try one of your reserve players, because the New Zealand first 3 games, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, now they'll be 3 must-win games right on the bounce at the start of the tournament. It's going to get a lot harder now at the back end of round robin play if they make it into the semi-final stage. So this game here is an ideal opportunity to give Ish Sodhi a game.
Okay, we'll take a look at how the New Zealand batting is performing, and one man you'd really want to strike some form is the captain in Kane Williamson, and we've seen him in this World Cup so far, and these are his numbers in ODIs. In World Cup matches, doesn't average more than 40, it's roughly around 37, and otherwise, he's a class act, one of the top batsmen that you've got in the world, averaging 46 in one-day games. Kyle, would you say a great opportunity for Kane as well to get back into some sort of form with the bowling on offer with Afghanistan?
Yeah, look, of course it is. Kane Williamson is a classy player. By his standards, he had quite a full IPL, scored runs at the back end. This is an opportunity for him to establish his form in this tournament. He started really nicely in his last innings, workmanlike, I would say, until his dismissal where he chipped it out to the leg side. Kane Williamson is a very good player of spin, which is quite unusual for a New Zealand player. Now, the Afghanistan strength is in that spin department. So I look at Kane Williamson to really be workmanlike again through the middle of the part of the innings.
All right, finally, let's take a look at the Kiwi fast bowlers as well. And we've seen them pick a lot of wickets. We'll take a look at Lockie Ferguson. He's got 7 wickets in the 2 matches that he's played so far. And as Kyle was saying, you'd want some wickets in the middle overs. And that's what he's been doing in that 11 to 40 phase of the game. He's got 31 wickets in the 29 innings that he's played. How do you see this battle going? Are you expecting Lockie to be doing rather well, and also Matt Henry in this game? Because we saw it with Afghanistan when you gave them a bit of pace. We remember the last game versus Sri Lanka. They got Nuwan Pradeep in, and then he rattled the Afghanistan batting lineup. And you're expecting Lockie and Matt, with the pace that they've got, to do similar things in this game?
Yeah, look, absolutely, Nickel. Lockie Ferguson has a really specific role. Short spells, through the middle and towards the end, run in, bowl as fast as you can. Now, it's actually quite a lot of people around the world who bowl quite quickly, but not with great control. Now, Lockie, I would say his control over the last, when he first started playing international cricket, was a bit wayward. He went for quite a few runs at RPO. Whereas what I've seen in these 2 games so far in this tournament, he's bowled fast with control. Now, that's a dangerous combination. Look back to players gone by. Brett Lee was exceptionally quick. Darren knows that. But he had great control, and he was always asking the batsmen to play shots and very demanding on them. Now, I just see Lockie, his improvement has been his control, and that's a big asset for him.
All right, finally, I'm not going to ask you for any sort of prediction in this game, because it seems like New Zealand are the overwhelming favourite. But can Afghanistan upset them?
Well, we've seen it in this tournament that you can't really be 100% sure what the outcome is going to be. We saw that in the context with Pakistan and England. England clear favourites before the start of this World Cup, and Pakistan, after a long losing streak, were able to conquer. But I think, you know, it's going to be far-fetched to think that Afghanistan will get the better of New Zealand. And, you know, I think New Zealand will easily come away with a victory, a 3rd victory in this World Cup, in this contest.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.